I'll second that motion.
Okay, motion made and seconded. Open it up for discussion. Who wants to start after? Sure, Scott.
Just for the record, I second that for strictly for discussion purposes only. I'm against the Brushy Brook proposal, and I think that what we I'm not going to try to ramble on. I made some notes. One of the things that I really detected, and I've been a Hopkinen resident all my life. Only lived in 2 houses in my life, and I'm sitting here. My 5th great grandfather was the first town clerk of Hopkinen in 1757, and is a descendant of the founders of Hopkinen, actually serving on the town council. But anyways, one of the things I really detected is most people are really against this, strongly. There's some people who for it, but the people are strongly against this, phenomenally. And I've been in politics quite a few years. And what really concerns me is the fact that most of the people who seem to be in favor, the only reason they support it is they think they're going to get lower taxes. And I don't believe that, even if you assume some of the amounts that I've heard, it's really a drop in the bucket when you're dealing with many tens of millions of dollars that this town has to pay, mostly for schools and some for general government. I don't believe that, I don't agree with Barbara's codicils at all. And I think that we have to establish to the public and those people from outside this town, we cannot put a price on coming to Hopkinen. If you're going to go to Hopkinen, you've got to do certain things. That's repugnant. And somebody should use a capital R, repugnant. And the thing about the codicils is it's not even related directly to the property. Take it down the old Ashway School, which I went to. It's a sore subject with me anyway. It's an Ashway, miles from the Brushy Brook area. Shouldn't even be on the agenda. And finishing the town hall, which is in Hopkinen City, many miles. If people want to take down the old Ashway School or finish the town hall, that should be up to the voters. We shouldn't allow people to do certain things that we want in order for us to allow big solar into this town. And the bigger question is, what do we do with other big solar projects? What treats do we have to expect from those developers in order to have them sited in Hopkinen? And I believe in government where everybody can participate. I don't care if you're a ditch digger or you wear a 3-piece suit and operate or run a Fortune 500 company, because this is the United States of America, and every person, to somebody that's on the street or in the White House, they're all Americans and they should be treated as such. Also, I believe in the integrity of R80 zoning. The fact of the matter is that rural farming residential is named that for a specific reason. And to put in a large solar legitimizes the spirit, even if it can be done legally, which I have reservations about. It corrupts the spirit of R80 zone. And I believe in helping the farmer. My mother's people were farmers over in North Stonington. But the thing is, if you have small solar, and we just adopted an ordinance dealing with that, to encourage farmers and other large landowners not to sell their property to development and help them out a little bit, I'm for that. That's called working with people, not rolling over for a big moneyed interest. And And you know, being a politician, you heard a lot of bull. There's no bigger bull that was said in these hearings than this fact that the fear of houses. If we would adopt the logic of the fear of houses, we'd say yes to any development project that didn't produce houses. And that's stupid. And the other thing is, these petitions, I'm going to tell you, I was around when they had the big box stores. In fact, I lost re-election in 2004. It was a very controversial issue. And petitions that we've seen, I don't recall any type of petitions that we have seen with hundreds of people. And people actually ridicule that amount. But let me tell you something politically. And I am a political junkie, and I'm a political animal. But if you look at any of the vote totals in the last election, a lot of these votes were within a couple hundred votes for the council candidates. And you know something? There's a lesson to be learned, because in the last election, in 2018, Sharon Davis and I were the top 2 vote getters. In the previous election, we were 3 of the odd people out. We lost. So times are changing, and change can change in 2020. And also, I want to talk about the respect that our planning board deserves to have. And the problem is, the council has a reputation of ignoring planning board recommendations, even if they're unanimous. And there's still, I believe, 2 vacancies on the planning board for alternates. We need to value our town staff and our boards and commissions in this town. They're our experts, and they serve without compensation, even though the town council does get a stipend. I would like to take the time to thank Council President Landolfi, because he has been fighting the good fight concerning the Chariho budget, which really drives town taxes in town, and I do thank you. And we got to remember the town council is a legislative body. We are not the zoning board. We're not the planning board. We're the only board, other than the 4 members of the school committee, that are directly elected by the people of Hopkins, and they put us in there, and they can take us up. And I'm also tired of the Rhode Island General Assembly. The Rhode Island General Assembly should be upholding and respecting Article 12, Section 1 of the Rhode Island State Constitution. The General Assembly should promote education. The state constitution says that, and they go out and spend money on 38 studios and blow money and other things when they should step up for the property taxpayers of this state and the children, which are the future of the state. And also, we need to have consistency on solar. Are we going to have consistency on solar? If we grant this thing tonight, are we going to allow all these other big solars come in? And I'll tell you that, and the other thing is, I know I'm sitting here and I'm probably speaking to a justice of the Superior Court of Rhode Island Supreme Court. I'm sure the losing side will appeal this case. But I hope that the jurists that look at this, look at my remarks and the comprehensive plan and the logic put forward tonight. I don't know what the future of large solar and the future of the land in the town is throughout, because we don't really know. Large solar is really new on the horizon. We don't know where it's going to go. But I don't believe in taking a chance for Hopkins being left holding the bag on big solar. And with that, I hope I was pretty coherent, and I will defer to my council candidate, council members, and I will be voting no, proudly voting no.